Welcome to Tomahawk DIY, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at cleaning the blower wheel in this Bryant furnace or HVAC unit. So the first thing you want to do before performing this work is remove the power. So turned off the switch there. For good measure, I'm going to come over to the circuit breaker panel and find the breaker for the furnace. Turn that off. So with power removed, to access the blower motor, first I need to remove this thumb screw. So with that panel removed, next I need to get access right in here under this panel. Alright, to access the blower motor, pretty straightforward. I've got two screws here to remove this panel. That should be just a few screws on most. All right. So here's the blower motor. Got to check my wiring here. There's some wires we're going to need to remove depending on how much slack we have. In this case, I need to remove this control wire, the red and white right here. Now, I recommend taking a picture before disconnecting any wires so that you can easily reconnect in the same configuration. So I'm going to grab my screwdriver and loosen these to get the red and white off. Alright, with the red and white disconnected, I think most of these others will be able to stay in place. We'll kind of assess that as we begin sliding the motor out, as long as we got enough slack. Alright, this whole control panel is sitting on a metal shelf, and there are two bolts, one here, one over on this side, that we'll remove in order to get the shelf off. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. Alright, I removed the two bolts. Now we're going to just move this very slowly and watch the wires. See if we can get it out of the way without disconnecting more, or if we need to disconnect some others. I may have to remove a few more wires from the control board mount, or from the control board, to get this fully out of the way. But before doing that, I want to see if I can actually slide this motor out and perhaps avoid removing some additional wires. There are two bolts that hold the motor and fan in place. One is right here, and then there's a corresponding one over on the other side. Let's see if we can get a view. Right there. So, with this backed out, I can now get the safety switch out, and this is a key trick that will allow me to get the control panel fully out of the way. So this disconnects, simple slide out. That'll let this bundle of wires come out, which then allows this whole bundle, this whole control panel to be moved out of the way. Alright, now let's slide this blower motor and wheel out. I move the wires and control panel as we go, but this allows us to gain access. So again, make sure you're playing it safe and have your power off fully before doing this work. Now we're going to get our vacuum and do some cleaning. Try and clean up some of this dust. Alright, to clean the dust up from on the fins here, on the wheel fins, I'm simply going to use a shop vac with a brush attachment here. Alright, having vacuumed this thing out, it needs a brush to try and clean between the fins. It's all ready to be put back together the same way it was taken apart. Fairly easy to do. One other thing I want to point out Another means of cleaning it would be to remove the motor here. That's not terribly difficult. We've got 4 bolts to undo and a grounding screw. And then on the other side, in here, you take the shaft off right there, and that would allow the whole motor to be removed. And then this blower wheel could be taken out, sprayed off with the garden hose or an air compressor outside to really get the dust out. So we'll go ahead and put this thing back together. Thanks for watching Tom Mike DIY. Hope you found this helpful, and have a great day.